How to get better every single day. Small steps to big change and lasting success. Introduction. Imagine waking up each day knowing you are better than you were yesterday, not because of luck, not because of some overnight miracle, but because you made a choice, one small step at a time. This book is about that choice. Improvement is not about drastic changes or grand transformations. It is about progress. Simple, steady, and consistent. Every great achievement starts with a small decision, and every success story is built on daily actions that compound over time. But here is the truth. Most people never reach their full potential, not because they lack talent, not because they do not want to improve, but because they do not know how to start, or how to keep going. That is where this book comes in. How to Get Better Every Single Day is your guide to continuous self-improvement. It will show you how small, daily actions lead to massive results. It will help you build the right habits, strengthen your mindset, and stay consistent, even when life gets tough. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to have all the answers. You only need to take one step forward, every single day. By the end of this book, you will have the tools, the mindset, and the confidence to create lasting change. Not just for a week, not just for a month, but for life. So if you are ready to start, let's begin. Your journey to becoming better starts right now. Chapter 1. The Power of Small Improvements. Imagine standing at the bottom of a long staircase. The top is so high that you can barely see it. Now, imagine someone telling you that you have to reach the top in one giant leap. That would feel impossible. Right. But what if instead, they told you to take it one step at a time? Suddenly, the journey does not seem so overwhelming. That is the power of small improvements. Too often, we believe that success comes from big, dramatic changes. We think we have to completely transform overnight. But real progress does not happen that way. The truth is, the most effective way to grow, improve, and achieve lasting success is by making small, consistent changes over time. Why small changes matter? Small improvements might not seem like much at first. They are easy to overlook. But when repeated daily, they add up to something powerful. This idea is often called the 1% rule. The belief that if you improve by just 1% every day, those small gains compound into something significant over time. Consider this: if you improve by 1% each day for a year, you will be nearly 37 times better than when you started. But if you decline by 1% each day, you will lose almost all your progress. The difference is staggering. This is the power of consistency. The compound effect of tiny gains. Think about water dripping onto a rock. One drop does nothing. But over time, those drops carve deep grooves into solid stone. The same principle applies to personal growth. Each small action, no matter how insignificant it seems, contributes to long-term success. Athletes understand this well. They do not wake up one day and suddenly become champions. They train, refine their technique, and push themselves slightly harder each day. Over time, these small adjustments turn into extraordinary results. Business leaders, too, achieve success by continuously refining their strategies. Companies like Amazon and Apple did not become giants overnight. They made small but consistent improvements, adjusting and adapting until they became industry leaders, breaking the all-or-nothing mentality. One of the biggest obstacles to self-improvement is the all-or-nothing mindset. Many people believe that if they cannot make a big change, they should not bother at all. This way of thinking leads to frustration and inaction. Imagine someone who wants to start exercising, but feels they need to commit to an intense, hour-long workout every day. The idea seems daunting, so they do nothing instead. But what if they started with just 5 minutes a day? Over time, 5 minutes turns into 10, then 20, until it becomes a regular habit. How to apply small improvements in your life. Understanding the power of small changes is one thing. Applying them is another. Here are some practical ways to make small improvements part of your daily life. 1. Set tiny, achievable goals. Instead of setting a huge goal that feels overwhelming, break it down into smaller, manageable steps. If you want to read more books, start with just 1 page a day. If you want to wake up earlier, start by setting your alarm just 5 minutes earlier each day. 2. Focus on consistency over intensity. A small habit done every day is more powerful than a huge effort done once in a while. Instead of trying to run 5 miles on day 1 and quitting after exhaustion, start with a short walk every day. Build from there. 3. Track your progress. It is easy to forget how far you have come. Keeping track of small wins helps you stay motivated. Whether it is writing down your daily achievements, keeping a journal, or using an app, tracking progress makes improvement visible. 4. Remove unnecessary obstacles. If something is difficult, we are less likely to do it. Make small changes that remove barriers. If you want to eat healthier, place healthy snacks within easy reach. If you want to write more, keep a notebook or laptop nearby at all times. 5. Be patient and trust the process. Change does not happen overnight. It takes time. Trust that every small effort is adding up. Even when progress feels slow, remember that each step forward is bringing you closer to your goal. Real-life examples of small improvements leading to big results. Many success stories are built on small improvements. Let's look at a few inspiring examples. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, shares the story of the British cycling team. For years, they were average at best. Then they focused on making tiny, almost unnoticeable improvements, adjusting the seats, refining the riders' diets, improving sleep routines. These small changes, compounded over time, led them to dominate the cycling world, winning multiple Olympic gold medals and Tour de France titles. Another example is Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. He did not invent it in one attempt. He made thousands of small adjustments, learning from each failure, until he finally succeeded. Even legendary basketball player Kobe Bryant was known for his relentless commitment to small improvements. He would practice a single move for hours, making tiny refinements, knowing that these details would give him an edge in games. The mindset shift, seeing small actions as powerful. The key to making small improvements work is to change how you see them. Instead of viewing them as insignificant, recognize them as the foundation of all progress. A tiny step forward is still a step forward. And when you take enough steps, you cover a great distance. Success does not come from one big effort. It comes from showing up every single day and making small, meaningful changes. Final thoughts. Start small. Stay consistent. Improvement is a journey, not a single event. The most powerful thing you can do is start small and keep going. Whether it is learning a new skill, getting healthier, or building better habits, remember this: every small step counts. You do not have to be perfect. You do not have to change everything overnight. Just focus on getting a little better today than you were yesterday. If you do that, success will take care of itself. So, what small step will you take today? Chapter 2. Building the right mindset. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. It shapes your beliefs, actions, and the way you respond to challenges. A strong, growth-focused mindset can help you push past obstacles, stay motivated, and reach your full potential. But a limiting mindset can hold you back, keeping you stuck in patterns of fear, doubt, and inaction. So, how do you build the right mindset? It starts with understanding the power of your thoughts and learning how to shift them in a way that supports your goals and personal growth. The power of mindset. Think of your mind like a garden. If you plant positive thoughts, cultivate them, and remove the weeds of negativity, you will create an environment where growth is possible. But if you let negative thoughts take over, they will spread and crowd out any potential for progress. Many of the world's most successful people did not start with advantages. They started with the right mindset. They saw failures as lessons, setbacks as stepping stones, and challenges as opportunities to grow. This way of thinking made all the difference. Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. The concept of a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset, introduced by psychologist Carol Dweck, is one of the most powerful ideas in personal development. A fixed mindset believes that abilities, intelligence, and talents are set in stone. People with this mindset think they are either good at something or they are not. They avoid challenges because they fear failure and see mistakes as proof of their limitations. A growth mindset sees abilities as things that can be developed. People with this mindset embrace challenges, see failures as opportunities to learn, and believe that hard work leads to improvement. If you want to get better every single day, shifting to a growth mindset is essential. How to develop a growth mindset? Building the right mindset does not happen overnight. It requires daily practice and conscious effort. Here are some ways to strengthen your mindset and set yourself up for continuous improvement. 1. Reframe failure as learning. Failure is not the end. It is feedback. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. Instead of thinking, "I failed," ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" When you see failure as part of the journey, it becomes easier to keep going. 2. Challenge negative thoughts. Your mind will try to convince you that you are not capable, that you are not smart enough, or that you will never succeed. These are just thoughts, not facts. When a negative thought appears, question it. Replace it with a more constructive one. Instead of "I cannot do this," try "I am learning how to do this." 3. Embrace challenges. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. When you face a challenge, do not avoid it. Lean into it. Each time you push through discomfort, you strengthen your ability to handle difficult situations in the future. 4. Surround yourself with the right people. The people around you influence your mindset more than you realize. Spend time with those who encourage growth, challenge your thinking, and inspire you to improve. Avoid those who drain your energy or reinforce negative beliefs. 5. Practice gratitude and positivity. Your thoughts shape your reality. When you focus on what you lack, you feel frustrated. But when you appreciate what you have, your perspective shifts. Start each day by acknowledging something positive. Over time, this small habit will train your mind to see opportunities instead of limitations. Real-life examples of the power of mindset. Many of the world's greatest success stories are built on mindset shifts. Take Michael Jordan, for example. He was cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of quitting, he used the experience as motivation. He worked harder, improved his skills, and became one of the greatest athletes of all time. Oprah Winfrey faced rejection early in her career. She was told she was not fit for television. But instead of accepting that belief, she proved them wrong by building one of the most successful media empires in history. These stories are not about talent alone. They are about mindset, the belief that improvement is possible, and that obstacles can be overcome. Final thoughts. Your mindset shapes your future. Building the right mindset is one of the most valuable things you can do for yourself. It determines how you approach challenges, how you respond to failure, and how far you can go in life. Every day you have a choice. You can stay stuck in limiting beliefs, or you can adopt a mindset that supports your growth and success. Choose the mindset that moves you forward. Choose the mindset that helps you get better every single day. Chapter 3. The Habit Loop. How to create lasting change. Every action you take is driven by habit, from the way you wake up in the morning to how you respond to challenges. Habits shape your life. If you want to improve every single day, you must understand how habits work and how to create lasting change. Many people struggle to build good habits. They start strong but lose motivation after a few days. Others try to break bad habits, but always fall back into old patterns. The key to making real lasting change is not willpower, it is understanding the habit loop. What is the habit loop? Charles Duhigg, in his book The Power of Habit, explains that every habit follows a three-step loop. Cue. A trigger that signals your brain to start the habit. Routine. The behavior or action you take. Reward. The benefit or pleasure you get from the habit. For example, imagine you have a habit of checking your phone first thing in the morning. Cue. You wake up and see your phone on your nightstand. Routine. You pick up your phone and scroll through social media. Reward. You feel a small rush of entertainment or connection. This cycle repeats until it becomes automatic. To create lasting change, you need to recognize this loop and adjust it. How to build good habits. If you want to create a habit that sticks, you need to make the habit loop work in your favor. Here's how. 1. Make the cue obvious. If a habit does not have a clear cue, you will forget to do it. Set up reminders or place triggers in your environment. Want to drink more water? Keep a water bottle on your desk. Want to read every night? Put a book on your pillow. Want to work out? Lay out your gym clothes the night before. 2. Make the routine easy. Start small. If a habit is too hard, you will resist doing it. Instead of committing to an hour-long workout, start with 5 minutes. Instead of reading 50 pages, start with 1. 3. Make the reward satisfying. Your brain needs a reason to repeat a habit. Find a way to make it enjoyable. After exercising, listen to your favorite song. After writing a journal entry, reward yourself with a cup of tea. After completing a task, mark it off on a checklist to feel a sense of achievement. How to break bad habits. Breaking a habit is harder than building one, but if you understand the habit loop, you can disrupt it and replace it with a better one. E1. Make the cue invisible. Remove triggers that lead to the habit. Want to stop snacking? Keep unhealthy snacks out of sight. Want to reduce screen time? Turn off notifications, or place your phone in another room. Want to stop procrastinating? Work in a clutter-free space, with no distractions. 2. Make the routine difficult. The harder it is to do something, the less likely you will do it. If you want to stop hitting snooze, place your alarm across the room. If you want to stop using social media, log out after each session. If you want to stop watching too much TV, remove streaming apps from your home screen. 3. Make the reward unpleasant. Find a way to associate a bad habit with discomfort. If you break a commitment, set a penalty, like donating money to a cause. If you procrastinate, set deadlines, and make them public so others hold you accountable. If you eat unhealthy food, remind yourself how it affects your health and energy. Real-life examples of habit change. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, tells the story of the British cycling team. For years, they were one of the worst teams in the world. Then they focused on tiny habit improvements, adjusting bike seats, washing hands properly to avoid illness, and even improving the pillows they slept on. Over time, these small habits transformed them into Olympic champions. Another example is Jerry Seinfeld, one of the most successful comedians of all time. He used a simple habit strategy, writing jokes every day and marking an X on a calendar. His goal was not perfection, it was consistency. Over time, the daily habit of writing made him one of the best in the industry. Final thoughts. Small changes lead to big results. Habits control your life. If you learn to shape them, you can create lasting change. Do not rely on willpower alone. Instead, design your environment, create small wins, and build systems that make good habits easy and bad habits hard. Every great transformation starts with small daily actions. If you improve by just 1% every day, those changes will compound into something extraordinary. So, what habit will you start working on today? Chapter 4. Mastering Focus and Avoiding Distractions. In a world filled with endless distractions, mastering focus is a superpower. Every day, your attention is pulled in multiple directions. Social media notifications, emails, messages, and the constant noise of the digital world. If you want to get better every single day, you must learn how to take control of your focus and eliminate distractions that hold you back. Why focus matters. Your ability to focus determines your ability to succeed. Without focus, even the best plans fall apart. When you learn to concentrate on what truly matters, you become more productive, make better decisions, and achieve goals faster. Many of the most successful people in the world attribute their success to their ability to focus deeply on their work. Bill Gates and Warren Buffett both agree that focus is one of the greatest keys to success. If you can improve your ability to focus, you will stand out in a world where most people are easily distracted. The science of focus. Your brain is not designed to multitask. When you switch between tasks, your brain has to refocus each time, which wastes energy and reduces efficiency. Studies show that multitasking can lower productivity by up to 40%. Instead of trying to do everything at once, the key is to focus on one task at a time. This is called deep work, a concept introduced by Cal Newport. Deep work means working with intense concentration for an extended period without distractions. This is how people achieve extraordinary results. How to improve your focus. If you struggle with distractions, do not worry. Focus is a skill that can be trained. Here are some proven ways to strengthen your concentration and take control of your attention. 1. Set clear priorities. Not everything is important. Identify the top tasks that truly matter. A great method is the Eisenhower matrix, which helps you separate urgent tasks from important ones. Focus on what will make the biggest impact. 2. Create a distraction-free environment. Your environment shapes your focus. If your phone is within reach, you are more likely to check it. If your workspace is cluttered, your mind will feel cluttered too. Keep your surroundings clean and free from distractions. 3. Use the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique is a powerful method for improving focus. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle 4 times, then take a longer break. This helps keep your brain fresh and prevents burnout. 4. Train your brain with meditation. Meditation is one of the best ways to improve focus. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. Meditation trains your mind to stay present and resist distractions, which helps in all areas of life. 5. Limit digital distractions. Technology is one of the biggest sources of distraction. To stay focused, turn off unnecessary notifications. Use website blockers to prevent access to distracting sites. Set specific times for checking emails and social media. 6. Take care of your body and mind. Focus is not just about mental discipline. Your physical health plays a big role too. Get enough sleep, eat brain-boosting foods, and exercise regularly. A healthy body supports a focused mind. How to avoid distractions. Avoiding distractions is just as important as improving focus. Here are some ways to protect your attention from common distractions. Identify your biggest distractions. The first step is awareness. Track when and how you get distracted. Once you know your triggers, you can take steps to eliminate them. 2. Use the 2-minute rule. If a distraction takes less than 2 minutes to handle, do it quickly and move on. If it is more complex, schedule a time to deal with it later, so it does not interrupt your workflow. 3. Batch similar tasks together. Instead of checking emails throughout the day, set specific time blocks for email and messages. This prevents constant interruptions and improves efficiency. 4. Communicate boundaries. If you work in an environment with others, let them know when you need uninterrupted time. Set boundaries, so people respect your focus time. Real-life examples of mastering focus. Steve Jobs was known for his intense focus. He simplified his life, wore the same outfit every day, and eliminated unnecessary decisions, so he could concentrate on his most important work. J.K. Rowling, while writing Harry Potter, checked into a hotel to escape distractions and fully immerse herself in her writing. Without that level of focus, she may not have completed the series. Final thoughts. Take control of your attention. Your focus is your greatest asset. The more you protect and train it, the more you will achieve. Start small. Remove one distraction today. Practice deep work for 25 minutes, or set clearer priorities. Over time, these small steps will lead to incredible results. The world is full of distractions, but you have the power to take control. Master your focus. Eliminate distractions, and watch how much more you can accomplish every single day. Chapter 5. Setting Goals That Work. Goals give direction to your life. Without them, you may find yourself wandering, working hard, but not making real progress. Setting the right goals helps you stay focused, motivated, and on track to becoming better every single day. But not all goals lead to success. Many people set goals that are too vague, too big, or too unrealistic. They get frustrated and give up before they see results. The key is to set goals that work, ones that are clear, achievable, and meaningful. Why goal setting matters. Goals give your actions purpose. When you set a goal, you create a target to aim for. This helps you stay motivated, even when challenges arise. Measure your progress and celebrate small wins. Focus on what truly matters instead of wasting time on distractions. Research shows that people who set clear goals are more likely to succeed than those who do not. The reason is simple. Goals provide clarity and direction, making it easier to take consistent action. The SMART goal framework. One of the best ways to set effective goals is to use the SMART framework. SMART goals are specific. Clearly define what you want to achieve. Measurable. Have a way to track progress. Achievable. Set goals that are challenging but realistic. Relevant. Align your goals with your bigger vision. Time-bound. Set a deadline to create urgency. Example: week goal, I want to get in shape. SMART goal, I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 times a week, for the next 3 months. By making your goals SMART, you turn vague ideas into clear, actionable steps. Breaking goals into actionable steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming. The solution is to break them down into smaller, manageable steps. 1. Start with the end in mind. Imagine where you want to be in 6 months or a year. What does success look like? Write it down. 2. Identify key milestones. Break your goal into smaller checkpoints. If your goal is to write a book in 6 months, your milestones could be: outline the book in the first 2 weeks. Write 1 chapter per week. Complete the first draft in 4 months. 3. Take consistent daily actions. Progress happens through small, repeated actions. If you commit to writing 500 words a day, you will finish a book faster than if you wait for the perfect time to start. Staying motivated and overcoming obstacles. Even with the best goals, motivation fades. Here's how to stay on track. 1. Track your progress. Seeing progress keeps you motivated. Use a journal, habit tracker, or app to record your daily actions. 2. Celebrate small wins. Reward yourself when you hit a milestone. Small celebrations boost motivation and make the journey enjoyable. 3. Plan for challenges. Obstacles will come. Instead of being surprised, prepare for them. If you know you struggle with procrastination, set up accountability by telling a friend about your goal. 4. Stay flexible. Life is unpredictable. If things do not go as planned, adjust your approach rather than giving up. Real-life examples of goal-setting success. Elon Musk set a clear goal to revolutionize the space industry. He broke it down into smaller milestones, first launching a reusable rocket, then working toward human space travel. His step-by-step approach turned an ambitious dream into reality. Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players, set clear goals for every stage of her career. She trained daily with a focus on specific skills, tracking her progress, and adjusting her strategy along the way. Final thoughts. Start today. Setting goals that work is not about making grand statements. It is about creating clear, achievable, and meaningful targets that push you forward. Start small. Choose one goal today. Make it SMART. Break it down into steps. Take action. Every big achievement starts with a single step. What step will you take today? Chapter 6. The role of discipline and motivation. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. If you want to improve every single day, you need both. However, many people rely too much on motivation and wonder why they fail to stay consistent. The truth is, motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, is what keeps you moving forward, even when you do not feel like it. To achieve lasting success, You must learn how to harness motivation when it is available and build discipline to sustain progress over time. The difference between motivation and discipline: motivation is the spark that ignites action. It is that burst of energy you feel when you start something new. It is the excitement of setting goals and dreaming big. But motivation fades. When things get hard, relying on motivation alone is not enough. Discipline is different. It is the ability to take action, even when you do not feel motivated. It is about committing to your goals, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Discipline ensures that progress continues, no matter the circumstances. How to use motivation effectively. Since motivation is temporary, the key is to use it wisely. Here are some ways to boost motivation when you need it. 1. Connect with your whys. Motivation is strongest when you have a clear purpose. Ask yourself, why do I want to achieve this goal? How will it improve my life? What will happen if I do not take action? Having a strong whys keeps you motivated, even when challenges arise. 2. Surround yourself with inspiration. Your environment affects your motivation. Surround yourself with people, books, videos, and experiences that keep you inspired. Follow successful individuals who have achieved what you want. Read stories of people who overcame obstacles. Create a vision board to remind yourself of your goals. 3. Start small and build momentum. Motivation grows with action. The more progress you make, the more motivated you feel. Break tasks into smaller steps and focus on completing one step at a time. How to build discipline. While motivation is helpful, discipline is essential. Here's how to strengthen your discipline. 1. Create a routine. Discipline thrives on consistency. Establish a daily routine that includes time for your most important goals. Whether it is exercising, learning, or working on a skill, make it a non-negotiable part of your day. 2. Remove temptations and distractions. Discipline is easier when you eliminate obstacles. If you struggle with distractions, keep your phone away when working. Set specific times for social media and entertainment. Create a workspace that encourages focus. 3. Make decisions in advance. Deciding in the moment requires willpower, which is limited. Instead, plan ahead. Prepare healthy meals in advance to avoid unhealthy eating. Set a workout schedule instead of deciding daily. Choose your priorities the night before. 4. Hold yourself accountable. Accountability makes discipline stronger. Share your goals with a friend, join a group, or track your progress publicly. When others know about your commitments, you are more likely to follow through. 5. Learn to push through resistance. Discipline means showing up even when you do not feel like it. On days when you lack motivation, remind yourself, doing something is better than doing nothing. Action creates progress, even if it is small. The hardest part is starting. Once you begin, it gets easier. Real-life examples of discipline and motivation. Successful individuals understand the power of discipline. Here are 2 examples. Jocko Willink, a former Navy SEAL, promotes the idea that discipline equals freedom. He wakes up at 4:30 a.m. every day to work out, proving that discipline leads to long-term success. Kobe Bryant was known for his relentless work ethic. He practiced for hours beyond his teammates, often arriving at the gym before dawn. His discipline made him one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Final thoughts. Choose discipline over motivation. Motivation is great, but it is not reliable. Discipline is what turns goals into reality. Start by using motivation wisely, but build systems that make discipline a habit. The key to getting better every single day is not waiting for motivation to strike. It is developing the discipline to take action, no matter what. So, what is one small step you can take today, even if you do not feel like it? Chapter 7. Learning from failures and setbacks. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey. Every great achievement is built on lessons learned from setbacks. Yet many people fear failure. They see it as proof that they are not good enough. But in reality, failure is one of the most powerful tools for growth. If you want to get better every single day, you must change the way you view failure. Instead of seeing it as an obstacle, treat it as a stepping stone. Every mistake holds valuable lessons. If you are willing to learn from them, why failure is essential for growth. The most successful people in the world have failed, often more than they have succeeded. What separates them from others is how they respond to failure. They do not let setbacks define them. Instead, they use them as learning opportunities. Consider Thomas Edison. He failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he famously said, "I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that will not work." His success was built on persistence and learning from mistakes. Common reactions to failure. When people fail, they often react in one of three ways. They give up. They see failure as proof that they are not capable and stop trying. They blame external factors. Instead of taking responsibility, they blame circumstances or other people. They learn and adapt. They analyze what went wrong, adjust their approach, and try again. The third response is the one that leads to success. To turn failure into growth, you must train yourself to respond in a way that moves you forward. How to learn from failures and setbacks. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it as part of your learning process. Here's how. 1. Reframe failure as feedback. Failure is not a dead end. It is information. It tells you what is not working. When something does not go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What will I do differently next time? How can I turn this setback into an opportunity? Shifting your mindset this way helps you use failures to improve rather than letting them discourage you. 2. Separate failure from identity. Failing at something does not mean you are a failure. It means you are growing. Many people take failure personally, which damages their confidence. Instead, see failure as something that happens, not something that defines you. 3. Study the failures of others. Every success story has failures behind it. Look at the lives of people you admire. Read about their struggles, setbacks, and mistakes. Knowing that failure is universal helps you accept it as a normal part of progress. 4. Adjust your approach. If something is not working, change your strategy. Do not keep repeating the same mistake. Be willing to experiment, refine, and improve your methods. 5. Keep going, no matter what. The only true failure is giving up. If you learn from every setback and keep moving forward, you will eventually succeed. Real-life examples of turning failure into success. Walt Disney was fired from his first job because his editor said he lacked imagination. He then started multiple businesses that failed before finally creating Disney. Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for television early in her career. She refused to let failure stop her, and went on to become one of the most influential media personalities in history. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of quitting, he used it as motivation to work harder and prove himself. Final thoughts. Fail forward. Grow stronger. Failure is not something to avoid. It is something to embrace. It teaches resilience, builds character, and provides valuable lessons that no success can. Every time you fail, you are one step closer to success. Do not fear failure. Learn from it. Adapt. Keep going. So what failure have you experienced recently? And what can you learn from it? Chapter 8. The Science of Staying Positive. Positivity is not just about feeling good. It is a mindset that influences your actions, decisions, and overall well-being. In difficult times, it can be hard to stay positive. But science shows that cultivating a positive mindset improves mental strength, productivity, and even physical health. If you want to get better every single day, learning how to stay positive will be one of your greatest assets. Why positivity matters. Your thoughts shape your reality. When you maintain a positive outlook, you become more resilient, motivated, and open to opportunities. Positivity does not mean ignoring problems. It means facing them with confidence and a solution-focused approach. Research in psychology has shown that positive thinking reduces stress, boosts creativity, and enhances problem-solving skills. Studies also reveal that people with a positive mindset are more likely to achieve their goals because they stay persistent, even when challenges arise. The science behind positivity. Your brain is wired to focus on threats and negativity, a survival mechanism from ancient times. This is called the negativity bias. While this was useful for survival in the past, it can now make people dwell on failures and overlook progress. However, research shows that you can rewire your brain to focus more on positivity through intentional habits. Neuroscientists have found that practicing gratitude, optimism, and mindfulness strengthens neural pathways that support a positive mindset. How to stay positive every day. Staying positive is a skill that can be developed. Here are some practical ways to build a strong, optimistic mindset. 1. Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what you already have. Studies show that people who write down 3 things they are grateful for each day feel happier and more satisfied with life. Start or end your day by listing 3 things you appreciate. Express gratitude to others. It strengthens relationships and spreads positivity. 2. Reframe negative thoughts. Instead of saying, "I cannot do this," try, "I am learning how to do this." How you talk to yourself matters. Positive self-talk increases confidence and resilience. When faced with a challenge, ask, "What can I learn from this?" Replace self-doubt with affirmations like, "I am capable, and I will figure this out." 3. Surround yourself with positivity. The people around you influence your mindset. Spend time with those who uplift and inspire you. Limit time with negative influences who drain your energy. Follow positive role models, and read inspiring stories. Engage in uplifting conversations, and avoid unnecessary negativity. 4. Take care of your body and mind. Physical health impacts mental positivity. Simple habits, like good nutrition, exercise, and proper sleep, contribute to a balanced mood and better emotional resilience. Move your body daily. Exercise releases endorphins, the brain's natural mood boosters. Get enough rest. Lack of sleep increases stress and negativity. 5. Focus on solutions, not problems. When problems arise, a negative mindset fixates on the issue, while a positive mindset looks for solutions. Train yourself to shift your focus. Ask, "What can I do to improve this situation?" Break problems into smaller steps, and take action. Real-life examples of positivity in action. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, but maintained a positive outlook. Instead of becoming bitter, he focused on unity and forgiveness, which helped him lead South Africa's transition out of apartheid. Helen Keller, who lost her sight and hearing as a child, learned to communicate and became a world-renowned author and speaker, inspiring millions with her optimism and perseverance. Jim Carrey was homeless at one point, but he used the power of positive thinking to envision success. He famously wrote himself a $10 million check for acting services rendered, and kept believing until he achieved it. Final thoughts. Choose positivity every day. Staying positive is a choice. It is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is about focusing on progress, solutions, and opportunities, instead of dwelling on setbacks. By practicing gratitude, reframing negative thoughts, and surrounding yourself with uplifting influences, you can train your mind to stay optimistic. Positivity fuels growth, and when you choose it daily, you will find yourself becoming better, stronger, and more resilient. So, what is one positive thought you can focus on today? Chapter 9. The importance of health and energy. Your health and energy levels directly impact everything you do. If you want to improve every single day, you must prioritize your physical and mental well-being. Without good health, even the best plans and strongest ambitions become difficult to achieve. Why health and energy matter? Health is more than just the absence of illness. It is the foundation of a successful and fulfilling life. When you have high energy levels, you think more clearly, perform better, and stay motivated to pursue your goals. On the other hand, when you neglect your health, you feel tired, unmotivated, and struggle to stay productive. Scientific studies have shown that regular exercise, proper nutrition, and sufficient rest improve brain function, boost mood, and increase longevity. Investing in your health is one of the most powerful ways to ensure long-term success. The connection between health and performance. Top performers in any field, whether athletes, business leaders, or artists, understand that maintaining good health is a key factor in their success. When your body and mind are in peak condition, you can focus better, handle stress more effectively, and maintain higher levels of productivity. The good news is that you do not need to make drastic changes overnight. Small, consistent improvements in your daily habits can significantly enhance your energy and overall well-being. How to boost your health and energy levels. Here are some essential habits to improve your physical and mental energy. 1. Prioritize sleep and recovery. Sleep is the ultimate performance enhancer. Without adequate rest, your cognitive function declines, decision-making suffers, and your energy levels drop. Aim for 7 hours of quality sleep per night. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. Reduce screen time before bed to improve sleep quality. 2. Stay physically active. Exercise is one of the most effective ways to boost energy. It enhances blood flow, increases stamina, and releases endorphins, your body's natural mood boosters. Move your body daily, even if it is just a 10-minute walk. Find an activity you enjoy, whether it is yoga, strength training, or dancing. Stretch regularly to improve flexibility and reduce tension. 3. Eat nutritious foods. What you eat fuels your body and brain. The right foods provide sustained energy, while unhealthy choices lead to sluggishness and mental fog. Focus on whole foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can lead to fatigue and reduced focus. Limit processed foods and excessive sugar to avoid energy crashes. 4. Manage stress effectively. Chronic stress drains your energy and harms your health. Learning to manage stress helps you stay productive and balanced. Practice deep breathing or meditation to calm your mind. Take breaks when needed. Rest is just as important as hard work. Engage in hobbies and activities that bring you joy. 5. Maintain a positive mindset. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. A positive outlook improves motivation and resilience. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift you. Focus on gratitude and appreciation to shift your mindset. Engage in personal growth activities, like reading and learning. Real-life examples of prioritizing health for success. Tom Brady, one of the greatest athletes in football history, follows a strict diet, exercise, and sleep routine to maintain peak performance well into his 40s. Ariana Huffington, founder of the Huffington Post, emphasizes the importance of sleep and self-care for productivity and success. Richard Branson, the billionaire entrepreneur, starts his day with exercise, knowing that physical health boosts creativity and focus. Final thoughts. Invest in your health. Invest in your future. Your body and mind are your greatest assets. Prioritizing your health and energy will not only improve your daily performance, but also enhance your long-term success and happiness. Small, consistent efforts, better sleep, regular movement, and mindful eating create powerful results over time. When you take care of your health, you set yourself up for a life of strength, focus, and sustained growth. So what is one small health habit you can start improving today? Chapter 10. Surrounding yourself with the right people. The people you surround yourself with shape your mindset, influence your habits, and impact your success. If you want to get better every single day, you must be intentional about the company you keep. The right people will inspire, challenge, and support you, while the wrong ones can hold you back, drain your energy, and limit your potential. Why your social circle matters. Jim Rohn, a well-known personal development expert, famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." The people closest to you influence your beliefs, behaviors, and aspirations more than you realize. Your social circle affects your mindset. Positive, ambitious people encourage growth, while negative individuals breed doubt and fear. Your habits, if your friends prioritize health, learning, and success, you are more likely to do the same. Your confidence. Supportive people uplift you, while toxic relationships can make you question yourself. The different types of people in your life. Not all relationships are equal. Some people push you forward, while others hold you back. Here are the key types of people you may encounter. 1. The supporters. These are the people who believe in you. They encourage your dreams, celebrate your progress, and stand by you in tough times. Their presence boosts your confidence and helps you stay motivated. 2. The challengers. Challengers push you to be better. They provide constructive criticism, challenge your thinking, and help you grow. While they may not always agree with you, their feedback helps you improve. 3. The drainers. Drainers constantly bring negativity into your life. They complain, discourage ambition, and drain your energy. Spending too much time with them can weaken your motivation and self-belief. 4. The distractors. Distractors do not necessarily bring negativity, but they do not contribute to your growth either. They may encourage habits that waste time or keep you from focusing on your goals. How to build a strong, supportive network. If you want to surround yourself with the right people, you need to be proactive about your social environment. Here's how. 1. Identify the people who inspire you. Think about the people who uplift you, challenge you to grow, and make you feel energized. Spend more time with them. 2. Limit exposure to negative influences. You do not have to cut people out completely, but set boundaries with those who bring negativity. Reduce time spent with individuals who drain your motivation. 3. Seek out like-minded individuals. Find people who share your values and ambitions. Join communities, attend events, or participate in groups where personal growth is encouraged. 4. Be the kind of person you want to attract. If you want to be around motivated, positive individuals, embody those traits yourself. Support others, offer value, and maintain a growth-oriented mindset. Real-life examples of the power of the right people. Elon Musk built his companies by surrounding himself with some of the brightest minds in engineering and business. Oprah Winfrey credits her success to having strong mentors and friends who supported her growth. Serena Williams consistently trained with coaches and partners who pushed her beyond her limits, helping her become one of the greatest athletes of all time. Final thoughts. Choose your circle wisely. Your environment shapes your success. If you want to improve every day, be intentional about the people you surround yourself with. Choose friends, mentors, and colleagues who inspire growth, encourage ambition, and support your journey. Look at the people in your life today. Who lifts you up? Who holds you back? Make the decision to spend more time with those who bring out the best in you. So who in your life is helping you grow? Chapter 11. The power of continuous learning. Learning does not stop after school. If you want to keep improving every single day, continuous learning must become a habit. The world is constantly changing, and those who embrace lifelong learning stay ahead, adapt quickly, and unlock new opportunities. Why continuous learning matters. Knowledge is one of the greatest assets you can have. The more you learn, the more valuable you become, both to yourself and to others. Continuous learning helps you stay competitive in your field, adapt to new challenges and technologies, expand your thinking and creativity, boost confidence by gaining new skills. Many of the world's most successful people dedicate time every day to learning. Bill Gates reads 50 books a year. Warren Buffett spends hours daily reading and studying industries. These habits are not coincidence. They are strategies for growth. How to develop a habit of continuous learning. 1. Read every day. Books, articles, and research papers provide endless knowledge. Even reading for just 15–30 minutes a day can significantly expand your understanding over time. Choose books that challenge your thinking. Read about different topics to gain diverse perspectives. Take notes and apply what you learn. 2. Learn from people around you. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire and educate you. Engaging in discussions with knowledgeable people can teach you things no book can. Ask questions and seek advice from mentors. Join communities that encourage learning and growth. Be open to feedback. It is one of the fastest ways to improve. 3. Take online courses and workshops. The internet has made learning more accessible than ever. Platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and Khan Academy offer courses on nearly every topic imaginable. Enroll in courses that align with your goals. Set a learning schedule to stay consistent. Apply what you learn through projects or real-world practice. 4. Listen to podcasts and audiobooks. If you have a busy schedule, listening to educational content while commuting, exercising, or doing chores is a great way to keep learning. Choose podcasts or audiobooks that add value to your personal and professional life. Take mental or written notes to retain key insights. 5. Challenge yourself with new skills. Learning is not just about reading, it is about doing. Challenge yourself to develop new skills that push you out of your comfort zone. Learn a new language or instrument. Experiment with coding, design, or public speaking. Try new problem-solving techniques in your work. Overcoming barriers to learning. Many people avoid continuous learning because they believe they do not have time, they fear failure, or they think they are too old to learn something new. These are just limiting beliefs. No time. Start with small habits. Read 1 page a day. Listen to short educational clips, or dedicate just 10 minutes to a new skill. Fear of failure. Every expert was once a beginner. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn. Too old. The brain remains adaptable throughout life. Many people have started new careers, learned new skills, or pursued higher education later in life. Real-life examples of lifelong learning. Leonardo da Vinci was a lifelong learner, studying anatomy, engineering, and art, which allowed him to create some of the most influential works in history. Elon Musk taught himself rocket science by reading books and consulting experts, eventually founding SpaceX. Oprah Winfrey continues to seek knowledge through books, interviews, and new experiences, constantly evolving in her career. Final thoughts. Make learning a way of life. Continuous learning is not just a habit, it is a mindset. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. By dedicating yourself to gaining new knowledge and skills, you open doors to endless opportunities. Start today. Read something new. Ask a question. Challenge yourself. The more you learn, the more you grow. What will you learn next? Chapter 12. Taking action and staying consistent. Knowledge, ideas, and plans mean nothing without action. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is simple. Consistent action. Many people dream of improving their lives, but only those who take daily steps toward their goals see real progress. Taking action is the first step, but staying consistent is what leads to lasting results. If you want to get better every single day, you must develop the discipline to keep moving forward, even when motivation fades. Why taking action matters. Success is not built overnight. It is built through small, repeated efforts over time. Many people get stuck in a cycle of overthinking, planning, and waiting for the perfect moment. The truth is, the perfect moment does not exist. The only way to make progress is to start now. Action creates momentum. The hardest part is beginning. But once you take the first step, the next ones become easier. Action builds confidence. When you take action, you prove to yourself that progress is possible. Action leads to learning. No amount of research can replace real-world experience. Every step you take teaches you something new, how to overcome the fear of starting. Many people hesitate to take action because they fear failure, rejection, or making mistakes. However, inaction is the biggest failure of all. Here's how to push past fear and start moving forward. 1. Focus on progress, not perfection. Perfectionism kills action. Instead of waiting for everything to be perfect, aim for progress. Small, imperfect steps will get you much further than waiting for the right time. 2. Break it down into small steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming, but breaking them into smaller tasks makes them manageable. Want to write a book? Start with 1 page a day. Want to get in shape? Begin with a 10-minute workout. Want to start a business? Research one new thing each day. 3. Set a deadline for your first step. Give yourself a short deadline to take the first step. Today, if possible. The sooner you start, the faster you'll build momentum. The power of staying consistent. Starting is important, but real success comes from showing up every day. Consistency turns small efforts into massive results over time. 1. Create a routine. Success is built on habits. Schedule your most important actions at the same time each day so they become second nature. 2. Track your progress. Tracking helps you stay motivated. Keep a journal, checklist, or app to see how far you have come. 3. Stay accountable. Tell someone about your goals. Find an accountability partner, or join a group where people encourage and challenge each other. 4. Accept that motivation comes and goes. You will not feel motivated every day, and that is okay. Do not rely on motivation alone. Build systems that make taking action automatic. Real-life examples of action and consistency. Stephen King writes every single day, even on holidays. His consistency is why he has published dozens of bestsellers. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson sticks to his fitness routine no matter how busy he is, showing that discipline beats excuses. Jeff Bezos started Amazon by taking one step at a time, selling books online. He focused on daily progress, which led to massive success. Final thoughts. Action leads to results. If you want to improve every single day, action is non-negotiable. Start now. Do not wait for motivation, inspiration, or the perfect moment. Take one small step today, and another tomorrow. Remember, success is not about what you plan to do. It is about what you actually do, consistently. So, what action will you take today? Final thoughts. Your journey to lifelong growth, becoming better every single day, is not about achieving perfection. It is about making steady progress, learning from challenges, and staying committed to growth. Life is a journey of continuous improvement, and the key to success lies in the small daily choices you make. Embrace the process. Growth does not happen overnight. Some days will be easier than others, and setbacks are inevitable. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is simple: persistence. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn, and every failure is a lesson that pushes you forward. Your habits shape your future. The actions you take every day determine where you end up in life. Small improvements, when done consistently, lead to big results over time. Whether it is reading a few pages, exercising for 10 minutes, or setting a clear goal, each step you take builds momentum. Keep learning, keep growing. Never stop learning. The world is changing, and those who continue to grow will always have an advantage. Read, ask questions, seek knowledge, and apply what you learn. Growth is not a destination. It is a lifelong journey. Surround yourself with the right people. Your environment matters. Choose to be around those who inspire, challenge, and uplift you. The right people will encourage you to push past your limits, hold you accountable, and celebrate your progress. Take action. Stay consistent. At the end of the day, knowledge alone is not enough. Action is what turns dreams into reality. The best way to ensure progress is to take one step forward every single day, no matter how small. Stay consistent, stay disciplined, and trust the process. Your journey begins now. This book has given you the tools, strategies, and mindset shifts needed to improve every single day, but reading is just the first step. The real transformation happens when you apply what you have learned. So, what will you do next? What is the one change you can make today that will move you forward? Your journey to lifelong growth starts now. Take the first step and keep going.